Millie, I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama, I'm just tryna touch a millie. I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision. I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing. I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama, I'm just tryna touch a millie. I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama, I'm just tryna touch a millie. I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision. I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing. I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama, I'm just tryna touch a millie. I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Another man down in my city, Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama, I'm just tryna touch a millie. I'm a addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes.
December 15th, the second annual El Nino podcast reunion at 1211 Trumbull in Detroit. Do not miss it. It's going to be live. I got a slew of performers, very talented, diverse performers. Going to have a whole gang of vendors so you can come do some holiday shopping. I'm going to have Guy's Pizza there. Tammy's Patty's going to be there. Mikey's Cocina to serve the Puerto Rican food and so many more, man. So put that on your calendar. Make sure you guys don't miss it. It's going to be a award show as well. So we got a lot to share with you guys. So make sure you come through, invite your cousins and your uncles and your aunts and the neighbors and everybody, man, for sure. But you know, I got some guests on here, man, and definitely I'm happy to have them on here and catch up with them, and I'm excited to have them guys share their story with you. So I got Lit Music Entertainment in this bitch today. What's up?
We in this piece. What's up?
What up? Jose Del Valle, my man DJ Pup. What's happening, man? Talk to him, boy.
Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Yo.
Been a minute for a minute. Let's go.
You know what it is. You know what it is. No,
let's go.
I'm always excited to come on the show, yo. Like, for real, Eladio.
No, it's dope, bro. I'm glad you was able to make it, man.
Yeah, no, it's always an honor and a privilege, you know, when you say, yo, Jose or Pup, yo, come through and, you know, do you guys' thing, man. We here. So, you know, what's up, man? What's going? What's been popping?
Man, everything been popping, man. One of the things I want to tell everybody too is that I know it's a hard time, man. A lot of people out there struggling right now. It's the holiday season. We got Thanksgiving. We got Christmas. It's a lot of people out there stressed out. They under a lot of pressure right now. A lot of single moms trying to provide. Some of them have one kid. Some might have 5, 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? So if you got it in your heart and you could spare a couple dollars, or you could share a backpack or a pillow or a blanket or anything, there's somebody out there that needs it. I've got a few families who've reached out to me. They are very much in need. And so if you're willing to donate, help, whatever you can do, just reach out to me. But, I want to get together with these guys and see what we can make happen. They tapped into the community. I'm tapped into the community. DHDC, we all put a little bit of work in and we can make a big impact,
Yeah. So you need what? A family, you said?
Well, I have about 3 families that are in need, but hey, if I can take care of one and then one and one, you know what I'm saying, it would definitely be very helpful, bro.
Well, on behalf of Lit Music Entertainment right here, we'll sponsor a family. That's just
what? There it is, live on the El Nino podcast.
Right here, right on the El Nino podcast. It's just what we do.
Damn, I didn't even expect that. That's
no.
dope. I love it. Yeah.
No, it's just we're changing the image. You know what I'm saying? As Lit Music Entertainment, and you probably see me around or seen us around in different areas and different places. It's because we're trying to repave everything and build those bridges again.
That's the voice of Detroit, just in case y'all didn't know.
You didn't know. You better ask somebody.
So I was just partying with my man Jose. We was at the Brewskis. Big shout out to Nicole and her man. I love the place. I love it. Had so much fun. And what it was the Blue Iguana reunion. Mm-hmm. So I was in prison when the Blue Iguana was slapping, but I used to hear about it all the time. But I ran into Jose in prison at Pugsley Correctional Facility, and we got to kicking it, and he's telling me about he's a promoter, he's a host, he does all these things, and he was telling me about the Blue Iguana. But by the time I got home, it was already a wrap for the Blue Iguana. So then, my people, they went and got the Brewskis, and they were having the Blue Iguana reunion. And it was also my wife, Katie's birthday, and we went there to celebrate. Shout out to my man Chino and his wife, Letty. It was her birthday, too. So it was just so much to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? And I had a blast. I loved it. Can't wait to go back.
Yo, the Blue Iguana was the spot, yo. That's where we all started. Everything originated from there. So if you know, there's basically 5, maybe 6 promoters at the time. There's only about 3 of us, maybe 4 of us left. That's myself, Daniel Navarro, DJ Angel Live, Bruiser, and we had a few other promoters that were that was running that spot and a set of DJs. So yeah, it was just nothing but love. Shouts out to Nicole Ganos or Nicole Salinas now. Basically. At the time, she was with Mikey Z, if you don't know him, or
rest in peace, Mikey Z.
Yeah, he was a pillar, pillar in the community, yo, and he's the one that gave us the chance, yo. Like it was myself and Daniel Navarro. We were getting kicked out of different bars in the downriver area, and we just pulled up on Mike, and we told him, I said, listen, man, these bars don't like people from Southwest or people that that are from that neighborhood. And he basically told me, he said, Jose, you could bring those people to me here because I'm, we on and popping. He goes, I'm giving you the opportunity, and gave me a 1-week trial, which from a 1-week trial became 4 years. So wow. Friday night, that's where I met DJ Angel Live. I met Bruiser, yo, and some of the aneurysms that I do as a host is because of Bruiser. Bruiser took me up under his wing, man, and it was all love with with Riding Rough Entertainment. But that's how we started. But I keep talking.
No, you're good, bro. You good.
Let's talk about Pup, yo.
Oh no.
Yeah, my man Pup, he be over here quiet, but he got a lot to say. Talk to him. Tell him what it is and what it ain't.
No, we good. Just laying low. That's all, man. Just we're just maintaining this year and kind of recalibrating, the next year we can come back with a vengeance. So it is what it is.
So Pup, this is my guy, man. I fuck with Pup. I met Pup through DJ Dan and through Jose Del Valle. And, we know, I know his family. We know a lot of people. But I love the way he DJ'd. And I love the music he played because I know a lot of younger generation, they're playing a new generation of freestyle music. And I was accustomed to the old freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out my man Chino, man. Me and Chino had the coldest freestyle collection on our MP3 players in the whole system. But so when I came home, and even though nobody was like really listening to freestyle out here, that was our comfort music in there. It took us home. And so when I came home and I heard you DJing, I was like, damn, he's cold. You reminded me of like house parties and like GI form and like all that back in the days. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. And I've been fucking with you ever since, bro. You did a couple of my events and everything.
Yeah, no, for sure. Always appreciate a lot. You show love, like, since day one.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. You my
Sure.
guy, man, for
Since day
sure.
one. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how I've always played. Even I don't know, like I'm sporadic with shit. Like I'll take breaks. I get back for a minute. I take another break. So like when I first started DJing, that's like you said, like it's funny, like you said, like GI Forum. One of the first parties I did was at the GI
For
Forum.
real?
Straight
Damn.
up. And that was just all, because you're in high school, so it's friends of friends. Just hey, we want to throw a party and shit, and that's how I started. That's why it does sound the way it sounds,
I grew up with DJs my whole life. Like my cousin Jaime, he was a DJ. Taste of Latin Productions, that was his shit. My cousin Desiree D, she was a DJ Illusion, Don't Stop Productions. Always, DJ Hurricane, Mick Love, DJ Angel. I grew up with him DJing. And DJ Exotic, he was one of my favorite. What was the DJ Cal? He was an old school Chaldean. He was cold. DJ Joey A, he used to be one of the coldest in freestyle. He was one of my favorites. But I just love seeing, the music and the artists evolving and growing and people still keeping freestyle alive. And I came home and I was like, Dad, y'all still rocking with freestyle? And you like, hell yeah, I ain't never gonna get this shit up. We rocking till the wheels fall off,
Yo, Pup makes it look easy, yo. Like for real. But just the man hours and the time that him personally got to do, got to put in just to make it look lit, right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you've been through the gauntlet down in that basement. We started in that.
That's
basement.
where the El Nino podcast started. Yep. For sure. With Lit Entertainment.
Tell him, Pup.
during a pandemic.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, well, shit. I mean, just for me, it was a struggle because, like I said, I always grew up with turntables, and then, like I said, COVID hit. I got bored as hell and was like, I'm going to start DJing again. I bought this controller. I didn't know how to work it, and then, I just posted on Facebook or whatever, and then next thing you know, I got a call from like Dan. Hey, you guys want to come through? See your DJing again? Okay, bet. And then I didn't even use the controller. I was using his CDJ. That's like a whole nother thing. Mm-hmm. So those first 2 months when people see him on that live, like I was struggling, dude. Like I didn't know how to play that shit. Yeah. That and just getting reintroduced back to the music. Like freestyle. Like I said, that's old school. Like I haven't played freestyle in a minute. Though I don't remember the breaks. Like obviously there are certain hits you just know by heart. It's in your brain.
Yeah, no
but
doubt about it.
A lot of the like the newer stuff, and then some of the the more harder to find hits, that you really didn't really catch back then. I had to I learned on the fly with that shit,
Yeah, Pup learned quick, yo. Like I tell you what, I've been behind it. I'm not a DJ. I just want to put this out here, people. I'm not a DJ, but I've been behind these DJ booths for so long. Like it's kind of like a second nature. My job is to basically, as a host, host the people, but also watch the crowd for the DJs because they're so into trying to get into the next track. They're so into like, yo, what do I play next? Not now, but shit, 10, 15 minutes from now to get this party pumping. So like when Pup came to the equation, we, Lit Music Entertainment was at a pivot point where we needed something to change. So when Pup came in, I mean, I was an asshole, to be honest with you. I mean, I was like, no, this don't sound right. Yo, stop. Yo, stop. Yo, Pup, yo, Dan at the time, I'm like, yo, Dan, stop it. Stop it. Yo, this is the way this got to sound. And Pup didn't look at things negatively. I didn't think so. But he looked at it as a positive, like, shit, well, he's telling me this. Okay, let me put this in the rotation. And then as time started progressing, Pup we're like, damn, he's starting to sound better than the other DJ, to be real.
Yeah,
you know
no
what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Good mixes, blends, all that shit. And, rest in peace to the legend DJ Hurricane, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's another legend next to Mikey Z. Rest in peace to y'all brothers, who contributed plenty to the neighborhood and generations of people in the neighborhood, But, the pandemic hit. We didn't know what to do. We came up with a bright idea to start up the El Nino podcast. We was in the basement at E-Course. We rocked out. It was successful. Made a lot of connections, built a lot of bridges with a lot of people. And then, as time went by, you know what I'm saying? saying? I ended up getting a nice house with a full basement, took advantage of it, and I created my own studio. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Ain't nothing like having your own. You know what I'm saying? And everything in this place reflects who I am. But I never forget though where I came from and the people who helped me get there. You know what I'm saying? So
Pup did your first few shows as a DJ?
yup, definitely.
Yeah, no, I came somewhere. I don't think it was the first one, but somewhere in the middle of it. I was waiting.
And
dog.
then he had me meeting all kinds of freestyle singers and shit. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Just have people flying in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in the days, it seemed like they were just like Lil Susie and just all the big names. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, like I never got a chance to see any of them. And then when I came home, every week this guy got a new freestyle singer coming in. And I ain't gonna lie, one of my favorite freestyle artists is Stephanie Bennett. Man, her music is cold. You know what I'm saying? I know freestyle has changed, but all her old shit to me is the coldest shit. You know, so shout out to Stephanie Bennett.
Yo, shout
And
out to
DJ
everybody.
Dan, too,
Shouts
man.
out to everybody right now on this on this chat right now. We got Indiana, we got Chicago, Indiana in the building. We got New York. We got quite a few people.
Much love to y'all,
Much
man.
love,
for
Jesse
real.
Esco, actually music recording artist.
Yup.
Jesse Esco is
Met
right
him.
here on
He's
the,
a
on the
cool
thing
dude.
right now.
He was at Flappers, I think.
Yep,
when I
at
met
Flappers,
him.
yep.
Yeah, no doubt
So
about
let's
it,
continue
man.
with Pup though, because every time we do these
my
interviews,
God.
I always like
No.
I always
It's
take
gonna
over.
be like that,
That's how
bro.
I'm supposed to go. That's how I'm supposed to go. I stay low. I stay low. Even that last interview was funny.
So
as hell.
let's talk about DJ life, though. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the pros and cons of it? Like, one thing I know about DJs, women love DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I was young, bro, like, women were always throwing themselves at the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Because you control the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's that like, handling that, dealing with that? I mean, did you play the game? Was you like, I'm straight? Or was you like, come on in? Or was you like one at a time? Or how did that shit go? Nigga, what you blushing for? You're sweating and everything. I put his ass on blast.
My skin's oily, man. My skin's oily. No, I mean, like you said, there's pros and cons, you know. It comes with its goods and its bads, you know, and kind of like, you know, I'm same thing like how I was learning how to DJ on the fly. I was learning, you know, how to deal with, you know, all the attention and stuff like that. You know, I'm still learning, you know. That's what I'm trying. Like I said, this year was just my year. I was trying to stay low. Cause you just, like, you know, obviously there's goods because people come out, they show you love. And then, you know, and then the bad side of it is just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just sometimes it's too much. You want to be and you know, you don't want to be out in the public all the time. You want to be private and you can't.
Yeah, no
know.
doubt about it.
Yeah, that lime life is a motherfucker. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, it is. I mean, like I said, I'm not a DJ, but I've been in the music game or an nightlife game a very, very long time. So, you know, some of the accolades that the DJs get, the promoters get too, you know. But at the
So
same
how
time,
how successful can a DJ be without like what is your title? Are you a host, a promoter?
Promoter.
Okay. How successful can a DJ be without a like a promoter or, you know, a host or something like
it
that?
depends on the grind and what work they want to put into it themselves. You know, you got these DJs out here that don't know how to market themselves. You get what I'm saying? And it's maintaining a certain image. The thing is, with me, I have a marketing background. So with my marketing background, I know when to drop things, how they should look, and what to package to catch people's attention. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy to package a DJ Pup or a DJ Dan. It ain't easy to package a DJ Angel Live. It ain't easy to package a DJ Mick Love or you know, it's not. But each one has his own unique little thing. The only thing is, again, what would make a DJ very, very successful is how they present themselves and how they market, how they grind on a day to day. So they would not just be a DJ, but they have to be a promoter too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, where did you get the name DJ Pup? Where'd that come from?
Oh, that was just straight up nickname for a long time, dude. Like, cause well, my dad, you know, rest in peace to him. But thing was with him, he wanted, you know, I got the same name. I'm the third. You know, he's a junior. And at the time, though, like a lot of my family, they didn't really like my dad, so I had a nickname. And you know, so that was that. But my mom, he was
They
just
didn't want to call you his name,
nope.
so they gave you a nickname.
No,
huh?
even my uncle, even rest in peace to my uncle too. You know, he's passed too, but even him, he called me Rico to the day he died. He didn't
Wow,
give a shit.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just what it was.
And you answered to it too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You knew he was talking to.
And well, the funniest thing is also like okay, again, so like back to that. So my mom, she, she used to just call me Papi in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was going to Bennett, there was a couple, they were white, and they thought she was saying puppy, not Papi. So they were like, puppy, roof, 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 barking at me and shit. I got mad. I ended up fighting. There was a brother and sister. I got into like this big little fight. I was only like, probably like 6 or 7, whatever. And then, 'cause I lived on Whitaker at the time. So it just
I used to live on Whitaker back in the day.
Yeah, so like, in the block, everybody knows everybody's stuff. So right away everybody heard about it, and next thing you know, all my friends, all my neighbors, hey, what's up, pup? What's up, pup?
Hell no.
And that was it.
So that became your new name.
Yep. And like I said, even my dad, he called me pup.
Damn.
So that's it.
You was the pup of the litter.
It stuck with me ever since.
You was the runt of the litter.
Yo, I remember when he came to the studio, and
I was gonna say, how'd you guys meet?
through DJ Dan,
Yeah,
Detroit
Dan.
DJ Dan.
Man, shout out to DJ Dan, because he's a legend, man. DJ Dan been DJing since I was young as hell, man. So, shout out to my guy, man.
Yeah, I met Pup through DJ Dan. Like, to be real, we were in a transitional point in 2021, or was it end of 2020, where we had DJ Xavier, and DJ Xavier kind of split off his own way, whatever his reasons were. It was what it was, and we didn't want to replace. We're looking for replacements. It's not what we do. But we needed a dope DJ, Again, like I tell you, each DJ that I deal with, I have to package them uniquely. You get what I'm saying? So at the point, Dan wasn't working for what the image of lit entertainment or bringing freestyles back to Detroit, what it was. So when it came in, Julian Salcedo came in, and I asked the name, what's his name? DJ Pup. I was like, that shit's marketable. We could do so much with this. You know what I'm saying?
How did you come up with the name Lit? And why did Dan change from Life Productions? I don't understand that. That was a classic, Latinos in Full Effect. I thought, since I was young, I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, no, that's when
I'm like, Dan, why he do away with that?
I don't know. I really don't know what Dan do.
But Lit is cool, though. I like Lit. You know what I mean?
Lit Entertainment came from... Basically, we used to run.
Is it Lit Entertainment or Lit Music Entertainment?
It's Lit Music Entertainment.
Okay.
But we normally call it for short Lit Entertainment.
Okay.
But that came in from our Lit Saturday nights that we used to host at Johnny's Bar when I was under the Nightlife Entertainment banner or label, when we were doing events out in Ecorse at Johnny's Bar with myself, Danny Navarro, DJ Brock from Ecorse or River Rouge, Riverside. What up, though? You know what it is. Riverside, Ecorse. All downriver. We've been stomping the grounds through there. So anyway, we used to run a Saturday night called Lit Saturday Night because every Saturday was lit, like every Saturday. So it kept to a point where, in marketing, or let's say in the nightlife business, bars come to a certain fruition. After a certain time, people want to stop coming to that same bar, same scenario, same situation. So it was a point where I was splitting off from Daniel Navarro. Danny was actually, I guess he had a new kid that was born, so he was trying to kind of step away from the situation, from the nightlife situation. And then there was there's a gentleman by the name of A.R. Rivers, which his real name is Antoine. Rest in peace. May God bless his soul. Me and AR he started his thing called FAM, and then I started Lit Entertainment. So with Lit Entertainment, what I wanted to do was bring a certain type of level of not just people coming to the bar. I wanted to bring an experience. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm older. Shit, I'm 43 right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting older. And to me, it's like I'm not going to come
43?
out. Huh?
You 43?
Yeah, I'm 43. I'm not going to come out, where people in my age range are not going to come out unless there's food, dancing, or there's some live entertainment that you're going to go to that's really worth than just coming to a regular club scene. So that's where Lit came in. And, it was all about showcase. It was showcasing the DJ, showcasing the equipment, showcasing the venue.
Did you make more friends or enemies when you came onto the scene? Just because I know, like, it just seemed like in every aspect of life or form, whenever somebody's doing something, you know, there's people that are going to support you and applaud you, and there's some people that are not going to like you and shit like that. So, like, how do you deal with that?
Just keep moving, bro. I keep moving. You know, you don't like me here personally, but check it out. I'm gonna take you. You're gonna come to my event, and if you don't like me, you're gonna come to that door and figure out why you don't like me. You get what I'm saying? Or like the situation. And you know, my thing is just bringing an ambiance and bringing some type of entertainment to the neighborhood. You know, that's where we're lacking. Like downtown gets their stuff. You know, out east they get their stuff. But when it really comes down to the neighborhood, to basically Southwest or downriver, we kind of get like we look past they look past it. You get what I'm saying? And it was to be able to create something bigger than not just us, but bigger than itself. You get what I'm saying?
So for me, I was very happy. You know, after serving 17 years in prison, I came home. Obviously, my community had changed a whole bunch. And so when I was younger, you know, me and my mother, my brothers, we all grew up in River Rouge. And, you know, but I was always in Southwest because that's where my family at. And they're always like, bro, you live in the suburbs and shit. I'm like, bro, Rouge is not no suburb. We might look better, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no rich people out here. Like, everybody out here struggling. Everybody working, selling dope just like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Street. That's another street.
But when I came home, Southwest and Downriver was connected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about River Rouge, Ecorse, Lincoln Park, even Wyandotte. I was like, what the fuck? Because, like, Wyandotte was a no-fly zone for us, you know, and anytime I went to Wyandotte, no lie, I got flicked and I went to jail, no lie. But to see it now, like you see everybody now, I know a big part of that was because, you know, when they started building that bridge in Delray, they started pushing people out and buying out a lot of houses, and a lot of people moved downriver, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's like even too expensive to live in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Because rent is skyrocketed, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, like, a lot of people looked at it different, like, oh, man, that's that gentrification and all that. But I understand that the history of humanity, people migrate. And for me, I came home applauding my people because I'm like, damn, y'all come from the hood. Now you guys live in Wyandotte, Southgate, Taylor, Ecorse, River Rouge, Lincoln Park. I mean, you go everywhere and all you see is taco trucks, restaurants. Like, I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? To see expanding, growing, networking, building. Like, I love that shit, bro.
Bro, that's the thing with the Latino, right? So we build, bro. It don't matter if we're in the middle. We could be in the biggest rut, in the biggest hole. Guess what? There's gonna be a taco truck. That's for damn sure is popping up. There's gonna be a t-shirt shop.
They're gonna sell some elotes,
there's gonna be medicine you can buy over the counter.
You're gonna find some tamales.
There's gonna be a supermarket, and next thing you know, that rut ain't a rut no more. Now it's you got living beings there, people that want to do better for their little rut, make it look better. And you know, again, that was the purpose of Lit Entertainment. To be real, like, it was to not just to cater to the people in Southwest, but also it was to cater everybody. Like, I wanted the whole United States of America and all the world to know that there was a freestyle scene here in Detroit. Flat out. That's what we wanted.
But you know what, though, at the end of the day, man, that's really what we used to, man. And just to give you guys a little bit of history of that, and why I say that is because, back when the Aztecs were migrating and moving around, you know, one of the gods had told the leader, like, keep walking and going in this direction until you see the eagle on a cactus with the snake in his mouth. And they went and for thousands and thousands of miles and miles, and they kept going, their whole tribe, all their people, and then they seen it. And when they got there, it was swampland. It was a swamp full of snakes. And they were like, why would the gods send us here? There's nothing here. They built empires there, that still stand till this day. So what I'm saying is, it's in our nature to get it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do to us, what you provide or don't provide, or what obstacles, challenges, barriers are in our way. It's in our heart. It's in our mind. It is in our spirit to be able to thrive one way or the other.
I tell you what, we see mud. Not only we see mud, but we see cement, We see bricks. We see.
They made houses out of mud.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Just
They
heat
use
it up a
snake
little bit
venom
more.
as medicine.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's heat up the.
They were the first ones to have floating gardens. They created hydroponics.
Yeah.
That's how their all their fruits and vegetables grew like that, because it was floating on water, bro.
So everything is created from the ground up, right? So like, again, with what we do, we weren't even out here trying to create enemies. It's just the way the game goes. You know, music game. If they're not doing it with you, either they want to join you in another way, admire you in another sense that they don't know how to admire you, or say, hey, good job, or they just say, you know what, I'm just gonna stay out of it, and then I'm just gonna talk about it, and just let me watch it.
It just seemed like with the rap game, you know, specifically, it seems like when you're a rapper, it's like the only way you get noticed or get any type of recognition is if you have ops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just like, you know, I don't believe that that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? To actually have beef, you know what I mean, with somebody else for whatever reasons, because I feel like it sets us all back, you know?
It does. And I think we're going through that right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even back in the days, it was DJs that beefed. You know what I'm saying? And this was back in the 90s where, you know, if there was beef, somebody got to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's not to that point right now, but I'm just saying, like, I hate to see all that type of division, you know what I'm saying, in my own community, because, I mean, if you don't like a person, just stay away from them. And that's one thing I respect about this younger generation, is because since I've been home, every event that I have been to in the neighborhood has been absolutely successful. Unity in the community like I've never seen it before, and I love to just soak it all up. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in the 80s and 90s where we could never have that. Mm-hmm. I didn't care. And that's why we don't get festivals at Hart Plaza no more. Yeah. They don't throw festivals at Clark Park or Holy Redeemer, because we didn't know how to act. Every time people showed up, we didn't care about families and kids. We were stabbing, fighting, shooting, and that was terrible. You know what I mean? But today when I go to these events, I know a bunch of guys, they don't really see eye to eye. They don't fuck with each other, but everybody stays in their own section, and everybody, it's all love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the way it should be. Like me, I'm to a point I don't want to walk no fucking where I have to walk on eggshells, yo. You know what I'm saying? I just want to respect people as they respect me. And you know, it is hard, especially in the any type of music industry. Like, I didn't think freestyle music, like, there's shit in the freestyle music. Like, it is crazy with the artists, promoters, DJs. I mean, even the people that actually share, the moderators that come and share, they go on your comments and they share. There's drama amongst that. Let them know, pup.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, like you're talking about, you know, if you get more enemies or more friends, it just seemed like to me, like especially when I got in, it was like I lost friends in the DJ side, but then I gained friends as the fans. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like I said, it is what it is. I don't know. That inner circle, everybody's got to be top dog, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it just is what it is.
But you know what? I feel like, you know, a lot of people are very self-proclaimed. I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. You know, that is a title that people have to give you. You know, if you give yourself that title, you know what I'm saying? It's great that you got confidence and you believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. But to me, I feel like a title like that comes from the people. The people are the ones that make you the champion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Again, like, I'm not I think I'm the best promoter in Detroit. One of the best. And you know, I carry that very, very high myself. But you know, like I said, it's just to the point where it's not about being the best, it's what you qualified for. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can't DJ for shit. I can't put 2 Planet Rock records together. I couldn't do them. You get this man here, he can. And not only just freestyle and Planet Rock, he does ghetto tech. He comes from a background, a house music background, which I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. That we hosted an event in Detroit and Chicago. That Chicago Juke versus the Detroit Tech.
I think that was at Corktown Tavern.
Yeah, it was Corktown Tavern. That was the round 2, but we did it out in Chicago a month before that. So I took 3 DJs from Detroit house DJs I never knew. He knows them. That was his people. You know what I'm saying? They all came in and rocked it. We went to
They
Detroit.
rocked it?
Yo, we went to Chicago, yo, and tore up the whole scene.
Hey,
Like,
what's some
flat out.
guys calls that wear the masks?
TDMC, yeah.
Them boys are hard.
Yeah, they
I fuck
dope.
with them guys.
They
man.
dope. They dope.
Man, I would love for them to come do an event, a party, something. Them boys,
soon.
Them boys are hard, bro. For
Soon.
real. I fuck with them.
Yeah, I rock with them guys too. Like Jesse Esco's part of the TDMC group.
Is he? Damn, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
he's part of that. Yeah, he does the artist side. But there's a few DJs. DJ Louis Diaz, DJ Crazy actually retired, so they're gonna be doing that back. But like I said, I'm trying to focus on Detroit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got that. We lit. You know what I'm saying? And not only we just lit, you know, we want to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? If the money's right, the money's on the table, and it makes sense for all of us, shit, come hit me up.
How long you been doing this shit, Jose?
Since 2010.
2010.
Yeah, it's been about 13, almost 14 years doing this, and I started going really, really hard when I went to the Blue Iguana back in 2011. October, I remember this. It was August 2011 when I met Mikey Z, and the following week we rocked out for Hot Mix Friday. And like I said, man, it was at that point was myself and Danny Navarro. I knew how to market, but he knew Danny Navarro. Now, besides me, he's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Danny Navarro is the one that taught me a lot of the shit in the nightlife in terms of how to market it. You
Now,
know?
what keeps you going in this business? Because I don't believe, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't make a whole lot of money.
It depends.
Okay.
It really depends.
All right.
What motivates me or as lit being an event is seeing the ambiance. You know? Bringing that entertainment to the people when, you know, we busted out shit 2 years ago, Cumbia versus Freestyle. You know, when we bought Beto and those guys, shouts out to them guys. That's DJ Pup's family. Nothing but love and respect for them people, for them guys. But we did the Freestyle versus Cumbia, right? Never been done, ever, nowhere. Like it was basically a national thing. I had people coming from New York, Pennsylvania, Florida, Chicago, just to come to a regular party here in Detroit just to see what the fuck Lit does. And it was gratifying seeing the crowds. That's what gratifies me. As long as I can see the crowd, shit, we on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Money comes in later.
So listen, you know, I told you guys my format, the good, the bad, the ugly. And, you know, I want to know, they want to know what happened with you and DJ Dan.
All right.
I mean, we ain't got to go into everything, but what happened?
Yo, Pup, what do you think? Don't touch it.
I mean, well,
Yeah, I mean, it ain't to bash nobody. or nothing,
No.
but
It's like beating a dead horse. All right. So this was popping, right? There was this fake page called Pepe Le Frog page. Okay.
Pepe Le fucking frog.
Okay.
God damn.
Pepe Le Frog.
Robert.
Right. So Pepe Le Frog was a page that was made back in 2018, way before it was utilized for what it was utilized. So basically, long story short, there was a few of us that were on that page, myself and a few others, okay? They were on that page. Everybody's taking turns or jumping on whenever, saying crazy shit to the freestyle artists, saying crazy shit to opposite DJ Cruz and opposite everything.
These niggas jumped on my page too. My people was
So-
like, "Who the fuck is Pepe Le Frog?"
So basically, that was supposed to have been a marketing prop. You get what I'm saying? So let's talk shit about this over here, right? To draw more attention to that shit there. And that's what it did. The Pepe Le Frog page did that. So basically, one of the people jumped on, started talking shit about Lit Entertainment and the events and the DJs, started talking shit about me, started talking shit. And guess what? The following month after that, all that shit happened, we had a fucking packed house with 300 people at Grizzlies. So nobody really understood the whole marketing effect of why that page
if
was
you could
on.
do it over, would you have done it?
No,
the same?
fuck no. Fuck no.
Fuck
No, but you know what? You live and you learn. And the people that I did offend, because what I basically did was I took up the whole blame. You get what I'm saying? People weren't owning up to what really happened, but they want to put the shit on the national on the national forefront for freestyle
What's
music.
his name? The podcast guy or
The guy's name is Ricky Tiller. He was like a pot. He's like a he's an Elijah.
he's pretty popular because I
Yeah.
was watching.
Yeah.
Everybody was watching that. Everybody wanted to know the
Ricky's
truth.
freestyle. Ricky's freestyle, the freestyle police, or basically brings everything to the surface. So mainly what happened was we had a concert with Sammy Zone, right? Sammy Zone, we brought him to concert. So things started breaking down when basically we were booking him. And the reason it was a point where I was telling Dan, yo, let's not book him due to the fact is that, you know, he came in about 6 a year before that and brought only 10 people. You get what I'm saying? And the thing with these concerts is that there's a lot of money going out to put these things up for nobody to come to support. But not only that, you don't make half your money back.
So this is what I'm saying. What is it that kept you in the game? You know what I'm saying?
It was just
because it's costing you more. You taking L's. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes and no. Because see, on one financially, yeah, we were losing, but we were gaining at the same time. We were gaining momentum. We were gaining influence. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody, we had so much influence that we would go to Chicago, and he could attest to this. We're in Chicago, dog, and they're pulling him left and right. Let's take pictures. Give me an autograph, DJ Pup. Jose, come on over here. Give me an autograph. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was to a point where when we walked into places, it don't matter where the fuck we were. We were in New York. We were in Florida. We were in Chicago. We were even in Texas or even California. They knew who DJ Pup was. They knew who Lit Entertainment was. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like as a double-edged sword, but at the same time that happened. So
what do you think starting the El Nino podcast did for Lit Entertainment?
It did a lot. It opened a whole different avenue of where to take this shit. Because before it was just let's put the phone up, let's plug up the phone, plug it up to the mixer, and that's all we needed. You know, it was our iPad, that's all we needed. And then we needed to switch DJs, we would just flip the shit, you know? So when the El Nino podcast came in, right? Me and Dan were like, yo, how the fuck we do this? Like, you know, we could barely do our lives. You know what I'm saying? We could do our lives right now, but what do we need to do?
Remember, we always had problems with the sound and everything.
It was it was a learning experience, but I tell you what, dog, like I learned so much. So we had to step up on the cameras. We had to step up on the computer. We had to step up on the mixing. Now I'm using the format that we were creating, right? And this was all like the El Nino podcast was like all the thought on paper, yo. I remember this shit, and you know, a lot of us was really trying to get this done, and he went all over. You went all over the whole hood, right, looking for the right people to do it, and you know, he called me, and it was kind of like a wake up call, because at the same time, you know what's crazy though, at the same time that we got you started your podcast, he started.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was all transition.
Because I had planted the seeds. I had kicked it with a few different people, but nobody entertained it. Nobody reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as we talked about the idea, and
it was going to be called Everyday People.
Yeah.
And I said, nah, bro, you got to put real everyday people, bro.
And I'm like, it does sound good. You know what I mean?
And that's how we kicked off in terms of the production of the show. So, you know, it was a good transitional pivotal point for Lit Entertainment at that point when both of y'all came to the table. Like it was just like holy fuck, you know. And then you know everybody, you know what I'm saying. So this guy is a networking fucking king, bro. Like I thought I'm good, but this guy right here, and then you know we all came together in this basement, yo, and
killed it.
Yo,
we turned the basement into a club.
It was it was.
After every show, how many parties was there?
All the time. We had bottles popping, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but you know, it was the concept of we had to step up. So we stepped up with the cameras. Then you started doing interviews. I'm like, you know what? Fuck, man, I got access to all these artists, right? Why am I not doing interviews? Mm-hmm. That's where I started Freestyle After Dark. And Freestyle After Dark was basically showcasing all of us as Lit, as an El Nino podcast, and basically showing what we bring to the table. So, like, it was dope. Like Mondays was, I mean, I used to love Mondays, and that's what will continue. You know, it just brings back so many good memories because Mondays I was always looking forward to it. You know, listening to this guy mix, listening to the other DJ mix, and then me throwing the bullshit. I'm always yelling on the mic. You know what it is.
You know what I liked about when we were running it that I don't do now, and I wish we did, is the phone calls.
Oh, the phone call, yeah.
People could call in. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like that was the shit, bro.
And that was discovered at one of the shows, yo. One of your shows.
Yeah.
So everything was a learning process, yo. Like it was a.
And then when I had prisoners calling in from prison,
Yeah, I remember
and
that
that was people
Yo,
love that shit.
yeah,
and
so-
it was real. That's why we called it real everyday people, because these were real people going through real shit. You know,
we ran it like it was a format, bro. Like Live in the Mix Monday was formatted, okay. Then it came out Nino podcast right after, boom. So we took the momentum from the freestyle thing, boom, brought it to the podcast, right? Then after we were done, we would promote the Freestyle After Dark, and then rehash everything on Friday night for people to anticipate on Monday. And it was rolling like that for a year and a half. It was just rolling like that, and things grow. You get what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt.
Things grow. I mean, it got to a point at the lit studio, like you were like, "Yo, man, I need my own space, and I need this, I need that," and
but you know what? I'm just naturally like that,
Yeah.
bro. I have always outgrown
Yeah.
my circle. I've outgrown places, people,
Yeah.
things. I'm an evolver, bro. You know what I'm saying?
and it was good because it was organic. You feel what I'm saying? Like this came up organically, right? So it was like. It was to a point that we split. We're like, yo, okay, Lottie, you could do it. You could do this shit yourself, bro. And you're like, what? You sure? I'm like, yeah, nigga, you could do it, right? And you went on. Look where we at, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt. I love it, bro.
And I'm very prideful when I come in here, right? Because it's like, damn, dog. Like it was an idea that we started in this basement, and it's this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this.
Oh yeah.
And Mom, thanks for the Christmas tree. She brought me a black Christmas. I always wanted a black Christmas tree, and she brought me one. Mom, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, I had to throw the blue on there. You know what I'm saying? Pup, you quiet than a motherfucker over here. Ever
Yeah,
since
man,
I've been
interview
talking
him,
about
yo.
that DJ booth.
Interview
Oh
him.
shit!
Yo,
You don't
interview
want to
him.
talk about his girlfriends and baby mamas and all that.
We was
shit.
doing the interview, right? It was supposed to be him.
I done
Some dude out
I
in
done
Hawaii.
triggered some trauma.
He got invited to an interview in Hawaii, right? So this Hawaiian dude, right? So I jump on the thing because I support, yo. Like you rock with us, you rock
Yeah.
with Lit. We're supporting you. Everything.
I think I was on there
and
for
everything.
but I had to go too. Though. I had told him.
Oh, it was virtual.
Yeah, I did have something to do. I forgot what it was, but I was just like, real quick, like 3-5 minutes, and then I was like, hey, look, there's Jose, and then
Yeah, I took over, yo.
Let Jose take
I took over. So
right out. I was like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna let you get away on
Nah,
this one,
bro,
bro. You
so
ain't gonna pass the
interviews-
torch to him.
listen,
I'm
ask
on your
him-
head.
Ask him about his before Lit Entertainment. He was dealing with the other crew, which much love to the Wax Kings, Danny Villa. I met through Pup, and that's a whole different side that I don't even know. I want to know.
Who got you into DJing anyway? Like, who taught you, and then who inspired you?
Yeah, it's a long story, like for sure. Like I said, it was always really. I kind of want to almost say my sisters because they were the ones who had like the Pharrell original freestyle songs. You know what I mean? The Metropolitan mix.
Oh yeah,
definitely. They had the Stevie B albums, Bernardo, the actual albums. So I that's my first listen to it. Kind of didn't care for it at the time, whatever, fine. And then I think it wasn't until when Hurricane started doing the monthly mixes, that's when I was like, wow, like 'cause there were certain jams that like, especially at the end of the year, he did like a countdown. I'll never remember that, but like those were dope. And then I kind of like graduated from Hurricane to liking my style was more like exotic. 'Cause that's when they started doing, side A was
DJ Exotic was cold.
Side A was freestyle, side B was the booty ghetto tech. And that's
Love the booty music.
and that's what I do at every
Booty,
party.
booty, 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 booty
I don't know
everywhere.
if anybody ever caught on to that, but every event that I do, that's what it is. It's side A, side B. That's what I do all
So
night.
I was gonna ask you, like, is that the music that you prefer to do, that you accustomed to doing?
All day. And like I said, I did that for the longest, and especially like with the ghetto tech, the old school Detroit techno. I used to listen, on the radio a lot and hear all that stuff. So,
What about rap though? Are you good at like rap, or you just don't fuck with it?
He mixes it all, yo.
Like even at your last one, I played all hip hop. Like old school hip hop though. Like you know the newer stuff was kind of like I didn't really listen to, but like 90s and
He did the MC Magic show.
Man, that's my
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
his
yeah.
DJ, his
And
DJ MC Magic.
Yeah, for Little Rob and all them. I did
Yeah,
that one
bro.
too. Like especially the old school, like the Chicano rap and all that.
I was actually supposed to be a part of that shit, bro. I had something else going on. I couldn't make it, man.
Hmm.
But my boy, was Brian there? Was Brian was there with DJ? Yeah, man. Man, shout out to Brian Ruiz and the Legal Aliens
Yo, I want to
podcast.
send a
They're my
special
dogs.
shout out to my aunt, my family, my aunt Maritza, my cousin Julie, my cousin Erica. You already know, so Erica Vega. You already know she lives over here in the hood. Much love to you guys. My aunt's telling me, yo, Chael, say something. They're on the line, on the live, and I'm not ignoring you, Titi. Also, Detroit Southwest Pride, yo. Elizabeth Valdez, Filori, Niaja. These are people that have been intricate to our thing. So let's get back to Pup.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like I said, that's how I've always started, and especially like all my friends back then, like what's up to Carlos Hustle Inc. He knows,
Oh, that's my dog.
He was always
Carlos Cabrera.
Yep, he was always giving me house parties to do and shit, so I was playing for him,
So you started on Technique 1200s? Is that what you learned on?
Yeah. Oh well.
Because when before I left, like that's what everybody was doing, Technique 1200s, and then when I come home, it's this new CD shit,
Right.
like mixing CDs, and I
No,
was
my
like,
setup
damn,
was,
everything has evolved.
The way I started, like I started at 15. I remember I used something like my birthday money, and I got lucky as hell. My cousin, he knew somebody that had 2 Techniques that were in the garage. They were beat up as hell. I mean, they had like tape on all kinds of. They were beat up. Got them from $350 for both back then.
Okay.
That was a steal, and so I just went from there. I went to Radio Shack. Got this big ass Radio Shack mixer, the Radio Shack speakers.
Remember Radio Shack, dog? Yeah,
That's where you had to
dang.
start.
Harmony House and shit.
Harmony House.
Had the red and blue lights on top of my speakers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That was the real shit. And but yeah, I just graduated. Like from there, I just kept on adding on to where like by the time I was 17, I had MTX. I had all like top. I still had the raggedy ass turntables, but everything else was.
How'd
like
you build your record collection?
Whew, slowly but surely. And actually, that's how I met Dan. Because when Dan had a record shop, it was only him and Planet Rock were the only
This
two.
nigga Dan, dog.
Yeah, they were the only 2 record shops at the time. You know what I mean?
Man, listen. I used to, I lived on Auburn Street right there at Ecorse when he had his record shop on Jefferson, and the one at Gibraltar.
Yeah, well, Gibraltar. That's where I met.
I always used to buy, his own personal shit. I done went through your stash one time, Dan. Now he had like 3 of every one.
See, and
3, 4 records of
and-
each record
and that's where I was
of the
gonna get-
same shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, cause I guess back then that was the thing. You were supposed to have at least double, so that's how so you can do your tricks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so you needed like 2 or 3 records
Yeah,
just
well,
to,
me-
I
one
thought
track.
Dan was just a hoarder. I thought he was just,
No, he's a hoarder too. He
No,
does
but-
that.
man.
But me, I didn't have money like that, so I would just buy one at a time. That was it. You know what I mean? One at a time. That's the way I did it, and I just.
So before I went to prison, it was probably about 3 days before I went to prison. 2 albums had came out. It was the Noriega God's Favorite, and it was the Styles P. What was the name of the album? The Gangster and the Gentleman. So he had them already in stock, but he wasn't allowed to release them until a few days later. But I was like, man, I'm gonna be in prison by the time these things come out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to prison. I just want to do everything, And
Yeah.
my dog, he let me get them bitches though. You know what I'm saying? So I had the shit before everybody had it. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's the way we had it with freestyle music last year. Like any time that an artist wanted to drop new freestyle, like new school freestyle, right? They would come to Detroit first. And we had it that way. Like we had it to where artists would come up to us and say, "Yo, we need help selling. We help you to help us launch our sales, our records, our record sales." And we've done that quite a few times. So we used to get all the new stuff. All the new freestyle. He didn't know how to mix it though.
No,
Yeah,
the new
and that's what
freestyle,
I was
oh my
gonna
God,
ask
no.
you. Like, what do you think about the new freestyle? I mean, like, what kind of response you get from the people and like all that? Because I don't know. To me, there's just nothing like that classic sound of freestyle. You know
I
what I
would say,
mean?
like my opinion, my experience, it's the diehard freestyle fans. They're cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
No, like I feel like I'm kind of with you. I like the old school. If I don't got a Planet Rock beat, a Miami bass remix to it,
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't. To me, it's just pop. If they don't have that, it's just pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's pretty much where it's at. Like, you know, because like he was saying, the new stuff, I could, like, man, like, how do you mix this? Like, they don't even.
Yeah, it was just more of the reason why we were doing it was because we wanted to be different. Like, Lit Studio was, or we ran it like a radio station, flat out. It was a podcast radio station online, and you know, we the reason why we spun a lot of the new school freestyles because the artists needed it, but also we gave it that exposure, and people would come to us and be like, "Yo, put that Detroit twist on it." So we would give some tracks to him, some to Dan. Dan would just, you know, freak it out, put a Detroit twist to it. He would put a Detroit twist to it, and then they would actually they would take those recordings and actually market those and put it in with their album sales, which was crazy as shit. Mm-hmm. The other thing too is like you know, working with Stephanie Bennett, right, closely, and working with Beto and those guys from the Detroit Cumbia Connection. Go follow them. They're gonna be at Triple Crown on December 2nd. I told Beto I'll throw that in there for him. But basically, Beto and those guys did a track with Stephanie Bennett, which they remixed one of her old tracks, and it was basically a cumbia twist to it. So it was a freestyle cumbia.
Oh, that's sweet.
Situation.
It makes sense because Stephanie is not just an artist, but she's a performer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she dances. She got more energy than anybody I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be keeping up with her on Facebook. She been all over the place. Big stages, whole dance team and everything.
Yeah.
I said, damn.
So, just like I said, it was just trying to create something that wasn't there. You got what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People, like, it was crazy. Like, it was to a point when we did Detroit Freestyle Music Festival. You were part of that. Mm-hmm. This man sponsored our shit. This was actually one of the second sponsors that I came, and he brought two more sponsors after that came and put in towards that festival, which was dope. But I forgot where I was going with this. But doing that, right, and it was just, everything's organic, bro. It was organic. So we just, it was a lot. It's a lot to talk about, you know. I get angry sometimes. I get angry sometimes.
You're flustered, right?
Yeah, because it's just like I get excited at the same time because it was done. We did it.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. It's too much hate and too many problems in this motherfucking world to be giving any energy or entertaining any of that Mickey Mouse ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I try my best every day, bro, to focus on mental health, self-help, self-care, and all that shit. Because the world is full of problems, man. You can go away for 20 years, come back, and the world will still have problems. You know what I mean? You could be doing everything right and making all the right decisions, and guess what? You still gonna have some problems. You know what I mean? So
I tell you what, I'm glad that I grew up with my family the way I did, like my mom's side of the family, because you know, they taught me, if life feeds you lemons, make lemonade out that shit, bro, and make it sweet than a motherfucker, because you got nothing but you to depend on.
Did you come from a big family?
I did. Actually, my dad.
And you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, Puerto Rican. Yeah, Boricua. My dad's from Puerto Rico. My mom's from Southwest Detroit, or basically was born in New York, but we have family, or we lived here in Detroit. So
who's the short one, your mom or your dad?
They're both are. My dad's 5'5", and then
look
my mom
like
was
a little ass Honduran.
But my mom was a singer. Okay, so she was a singer at the church, and my dad was the preacher. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, yeah.
So, like, you know, my dad's always been the church guy. Always been in church, always God-fearing man. He's always been that, you know. But my mom's side was more of we hip, we do this, you know, we're a little bit different, we move different, because they were from the hood too, you know, they were from here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can imagine my dad being, because my dad never drank hardly, you know what I'm saying? They only had maybe 1 or 2 beers if I ever seen him drink one, but he was a very, very timid guy. Okay, but to meet my mom and my mom's side of the family, boy, he had it coming. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, I kind of seen both situations where it was God-fearing people, which my mom's side were, my grandmother was a missionary at a church. Okay. My cousins, they had a church here in Detroit. Well, from my dad's side, they were called the Jesuses, the Pastor. Feli de Jesus was my dad's cousin. He had a big congregation here in Detroit, and then they all, everybody kind of migrated out, Yeah. But
What
yeah,
about you, Pup? What kind of family you come from? You come from a big family too?
Yeah, but more extended though, because it's just me and I got 2 sisters. But
okay.
but like kind of like I don't know, like clans basically. Like so, like my great grandma is from Mexico. She came down here, 4 daughters. So each daughter got married, had their own family. So like we're like 4 big families extended. So I got like cousins, second cousin, third cousins type deal.
Okay.
this guy got a whole man.
He been to all my family
I
parties.
got
My-
tribes, boy.
bro.
I got tribes.
Yeah.
Like the wedding I hosted.
Just blood related tribe, and that ain't
Yeah.
even extended family.
Yo, like-
married. We got big families that married into
I
our
think
family.
there was like 7 families in one spot, yo. Like I never see. I was like,
Yeah,
God,
that's- you know
dang.
what I'm saying? I'm just extended.
Everybody like, that's your cousin. That's your cousin. That's
Yeah.
it. It's all my cousins.
What they call it, like 6 degrees. Well, they used to say 6 degrees Will Smith. It's like 6 degrees
Oh,
of pup.
yeah.
Somehow, I'm related to somebody in this motherfucker.
I love it though, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really was different for me than anyone else, even in the gangbanging shit. Like I was able to go anywhere. I went everywhere, everywhere, and I didn't have no problems. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what always gave me the upper hand, and it was also maybe successful as a drug dealer because I was able to go anywhere and everywhere.
But
know?
you've been always politicking, bro. Like when I first met Eladio, it was 2000. I walked into Pugsley Correctional Prison in 2015, some shit like that. Kind of always tend to forget. When I met Eladio, right? And Eladio was basically quiet. You weren't even coming out as much to the yard. Just basically was doing a lot of the leadership stuff and the facilitating of the classes and stuff.
Because Pugsley was a fucking war zone.
Yeah, it
bro.
was.
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
And Eladio always kept it together, especially on the yard,
I only came out when I had to.
Yeah, so Eladio, we talked. First day I was there, I remember the first day, First day, we were every time that you go into the prison, you go to the yard. You have to show up to the yard. You have to present your papers because if you got one of them cases, we don't want to be around you, right? So that's when you get tested. So me and Eladio are talking, and Eladio's like, yeah, do you know this so and so, this person? I say, yeah, I live next door to him. We're talking about Jaime and Maria and rest in peace, Lita or Nita. And I was telling him about different. He's like, that's my family, Jose. I said, for real, yo, that's like my peoples, man. And then all of a sudden it was just like, damn, cool. You from the way, you from Southwest, yo, you
I
good
had to
over
make
here.
a phone call.
Yep.
I had to call my
Yep.
nigga Jay Newstead. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I said, Jay, what's up with dog? You know what I'm saying? He straight, he here with it. He was like, yeah, he good. He knew who he was.
Yep.
He told me about what you did and all that. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically, Eladio gave me my first set of coloring pencils at that, right? Because I wanted to do art. He's like, what do you do for hustle? I said, I don't do shit, man. Just, draw. Eladio gave me color pencils, and that's huge in prison. Like, that's basically how I made money. I that started
That's
my
how I
whole...
had. That's how I
Yeah.
made money. I hustled. I used to make cards.
Yeah, and making money was getting 3 soups and a meat stick for a stupid card, and you drew it, but it was just, people appreciated that, and that's how we basically got by. But the biggest impact that I got from Eladio in being in the prison system was the Flint water crisis, right? So the Flint water crisis happens, and we just sitting in prison, just, sitting there, but Eladio's like, yo, I bet you I can band all these motherfuckers together. It was like about 2,000, 1,200 of us. I bet you I could get $1 from each one of us. And we at the end of this, there was 2 pallets of water being sent straight from the prison yard to the Flint water crisis because of this
Absolutely.
man right here.
Yup.
Flat out.
Yup, definitely. Had me in the newspaper.
Flat
like
out.
that. I was so happy. It's something I was proud of.
Yo, like, that is power. And we're doing this caged up. Like, we was a big part of that, yo. Like, I was like, damn. Well, the gratification was this, that Eladio wound up on the news, right?
Listen,
So Eladio winds up on the news, and through the telephone or whatever, the next day, Eladio wasn't in the prison no more. They sent his ass up. They sent him all the way up north, I guess.
even all the COs were watching it.
Yeah,
they
yo.
were like, "Oh shit!" They started
Everybody,
applauding.
it was a plot. It was the biggest, kind of like one of the biggest accomplishments being done there in prison. And from that point on, I knew, you know what? Since I'm sitting in here, I got a voice. I know what I'm doing in regards to how to market myself and how to generate and operate the network. That I went to the other yards. I went to another yard and started running the Hosta and started running all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this man right here got a lot of power. There's a lot of power right here, just sitting right here in this, sitting right here in front of you guys. Don't even know it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. You know, all that power came with a lot of suffering, though. I'll tell you that, because through the suffering, I obtained a lot of understanding, and because of my understanding, I am the man who I am today. You know. Yeah. But listen, bro, we at the end of the show. It seems like it went so fast. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Pup didn't say shit.
I got away. In the way again.
He was just a prop. Right. He was a prop. But hey, man, let them know where they can find you at, man, if they want to book you or whatever it may be. Man.
All right, so you can book DJ Pup through the Lit Music Entertainment page. You can call us at 313-757-5268. That's the Lit line. So call there, or you can call us directly. You can inbox us. Basically, DJ Pup is available for booking for any private or social event. We got events coming up. Again, Beto and those guys. They're really big, a big part of Lit. That's our cumbia side. I call them the Detroit Cumbia Connection, but they got an event coming up December 2nd at Triple Crown. I don't know exactly where that's at. I think it's in Allen Park. So get with Beto and those guys. And then on December the 16th, Lit Music Entertainment is going to be doing the Latin. We're doing Latin vibes.
Yeah, I think it's what Luke said.
Yeah, so Latin. We're doing a Latin night Saturday at Level 1. Be there, be square. Basically, it's going to be DJ Pup spinning the hottest Latin music. We'll throw some freestyle in there. We want to kill a party. Yeah, we'll throw some freestyle. What do you think? And hosted by me. Hosted by, your boy, Mr. Lit Entertainment, or the Voice of Detroit. I don't know which name to go with yet. But yeah, other than that, I mean, you got the El Nino podcast reunion. That's December the 6th, the following week, 15th. Right? The 15th, Friday.
And it falls on my 45th birthday. I'll
on
be
the
45 fucking years old.
Dang.
Whoa. Can't even believe it. That shit wild as hell.
Yo, I remember 3 years ago, we had the mariachis down at the studio, yo.
I love the mariachi. If I could have afforded them, I would have had, man, them $500 an hour, man. God dang. But maybe next year, man. But I'll still be doing gritos no matter what. But thank you, man. Thank you to everybody that's been sharing, supporting, subscribing. I have promoted, asking for some donations, some, just any type of support. Anybody that wanted to sponsor the event that I'm having, I'll put your logo on the banners. We'll have it on the screen. You'll get mentions. Ain't nobody reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? The shit's gonna happen with or without, you know what I'm saying, the support. Happen, but sometimes I don't understand, why
but
not.
This one's sponsored, ain't it? This episode here? Man,
listen, the people who have sponsored me are the DHDC. Shout out to Anita, shout out to Natalie and Izzy, the whole Urban Graphics department. They are the ones that have had my back and really been supporting me and helping me out in all of my events, not just this one. But, I've been running this thing for 3 years out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And this has been a rough year for everybody. I know money's tight for everybody, and it's been tight for me. But I've been pushing this thing, and I mean, it literally cost me about $500 to $600 a month to run this, you know what I mean? And I just can't afford it no more, so that's why I've been kind of reaching out and asking my people, family, friends, community, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never had no problem helping nobody. I support everybody's cause. I take my shirt off my back for strangers and friends, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a reflection of who I am. That's how I was brought up. That's my spirit, that's my heart. But because of that, I'm not embarrassed to ask for help either. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's got back with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was like, some baskets, anything. But it's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to know that, I'm looking at it like, where my people at? But no matter what, it's going to happen. It's going to pop off, and it's going to be dope because God designed it that way. You know what I'm saying? So December 15th, show up and show out, man. That's it.
You know what it is, DHTC.
No doubt. We'll see you next Monday.
Yep. So again, book DJ Pup, yo. You guys, we need a DJ. You
No,
already
he's
know.
cold. Shit, I done already referred
You
him
already
to a
know.
couple weddings and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we
Right.
got we and then we'll sponsor one of your episodes too. So on top
My
of the
dog, I appreciate
on top
you.
of the family for the Christmas, we got we'll throw lit will help you. You know.
So I'm gonna be taking a break the month of December and the month of January. I need a mental break. I need a financial break. So I'm gonna shut shit down for a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Just so I could catch up with myself and other things that I want to do. You know what I mean? But you know, after that, man, I'm gonna get back in motion. So you know, I love y'all. Salute y'all. See you guys in a minute. Next Monday. Next Monday will be my last episode, and I'll see you guys there.